And I put shaders on especially for this intro, just so you know. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode on the Lodge SMP. It is episode 2, if I believe, and today is gonna be a little bit of a different episode. Today you will be watching me build my base. It's a full-on time-lapse video. The reason for this is that the replay mod is currently not working for 1.18.1, or at least my Minecraft keeps crashing when I try to load the mod. So therefore this will be a full-on time-lapse episode. This will be a one-time only thing, I hope, as next week's video will be back in the same style as our first episode, and so will all the other episodes that come after. All of them will be in the same editing style as the first one. But today you won't. You are one lucky bastard. I'm here in my creative testing world, and yes, I put on shaders just for this intro. I'm checking out some things to build for our starter base. Well, not our starter base, but our main base. You'll be watching our starter base. This is the vibe we're going with. It's kind of an Avatar vibe with the giant tree and the overgrown. Just to give you a little background on what we're gonna do this season. I'll show you my real plans at the end of the episode. But for now, enjoy the time lapse. Sit back, relax, listen to me explaining what I'm doing, and I hope you enjoy. And check out the stream. Every time my beautiful face is on the screen, I'm streaming this live, so link will be in the description. And yeah, that will be it. I'll see you guys later. There we go. That's it. Bam, that's it. First try. Actually first try. Actually not, but actually yes. There you go. So the initial thought was to actually build a creeper hole and then build in it. But because I could not find any creepers, I had to actually dig the creeper hole myself. Turns out creeper holes aren't that big, so I had to actually change plans. Also, I was very unprepared when building this, so you'll see me getting materials very often in this time lapse. And that's what happens whenever you try and build in the flow. You don't come prepared. Bone blocks. Don't know why I made them. Planning on using them? Never did. Wonderful. Just great. Because the creeper hole was actually a little bit too small to build my initial base in it, I had to resize a decent chunk of the mountain to be able to properly build. A spider, but no creepers. Adding slabs and trapdoors really adds getting across height differences. They make things go smooth, but they also look like a pathway. Ah yes, I watched the wheat grow. Well, actually, get the field moisturized. It took about a decent 7 minutes, I would say. Ah, yes. As the creeper hole was no option, this will be the most pathetic pond you'll ever see. But I at least I tried. I did my best. I even added a little dock to throw out the old fishing rod. This is raw and uncut, by the way. Just sped up. Making a pathway to lay out where I'm gonna build what. Next up, a tree. A fallen tree. Adding slabs to get across the height difference to add a little bit of depth. Adding a pressure plate. Yes, pressure plates do add. Stripping logs, make them look like they've been rotten as well. Really adds. Oh, and then I built this hole under a tree. It made me think of Winnie the Pooh for some reason. I think in one of the Winnie Pooh episodes, they have like this fallen tree with a hole in it. It really made me feel like it. That's why I did it, just because of Winnie the Pooh. Spending a lot of time on the detailing, because that's important. Detail adds. Detail adds. I started to use the gap that we have with the little mine. Originally, I was gonna build a tent on that location because we could not build in the creeper hole, but then it became a bridge. And I'm quite happy with how the bridge turned out. I added some fence posts underneath to make it look more wonky. The trapdoors and the slabs really help with that. I also added some leaves to make it look overgrown and like the bridge has been there for a long time. And that's it. Trapdoors are way too expensive. Just an FYI. Why can't they give me just 3 instead of 2? I paid 6 wood for that. Added some fences for safety reasons and because it looks nice. Okay, so finally starting on the actual base, and you can't even call it a base. It will more be some kind of shack. My idea for the shack was it to be like an old shack. So you had the initial village that I will build as my main base, and then you will have these little shacks that are more up-to-date buildings, more of like the 1970s, like Indiana Jones styled, from archaeologists or or sheep people. Yes, I'm calling them sheep people. People who herd the sheeps. That came here after the avatars were here and left their village because of some war or I don't know what. And then later on in the next phase we will build ultra modern things as we are now in the future exploring the village. I did the roof with the slabs and trapdoors because again they give you the possibility to really go in depth and have those little subtle height differences that really add up, make the shack look more old and more broken down, more weathered as well. Added some fence posts as support, some barrels for the interior. Interior is a very difficult thing, but I feel like I kinda winged it with this build. Normally it takes me more than an hour to do interiors just because I have to put so much thought in it. I never plan it ahead. I look into a room and I try to picture something inside and I try to recreate that. Sometimes I'm not happy and I have to redo it. Sometimes it's just little things like adding an extra flower or not. And then removing it, replacing it, removing it, replacing it. But I kind of winged it here. Also added a little bit of glowberries to make it look the overgrown and old look again. Left some dirt inside to make it look like there was a mud stream or something throughout the years. And then I came to the detailing of the outside forest. I added this pink new flower that I don't know the name of, but it adds these little green particles that I really adore. Added some more moss, some more vegetation, added some more pathways inside and outside of the house. Some cobblestone to make it look more sturdy. And there you see, removing pathways, re-adding dirt for texturing. And then Obi came to visit. Yeah, Obi came to visit. He really liked my base. Thank you for a compliment, Obi. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Lanterns, chat. Way nicer than torches. Just use them. As final touch, I also added a pathway that goes downstairs into the cave because I'm up there. Why not make it use it to my advantage? Yes, words. And I greened up the area beneath a little bit as well. Pathway, 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 stairs! Stair. Mine. And this is the end product. If you made it this far, I thank you for watching. Next week the normal editing style will return, hopefully the replay mod will work as well. So I'll catch you on stream or in the next episode. Ooh, I'm a cow, chat. I'm a cow. Come on, what are you thinking? I'm no cow.